Thanks for stopping by. My name is Deanne, and welcome to Enduring Journey to Bliss. Today, I want to look at this Pothos Manjula. I looked at it with all of you a week, maybe 2 weeks ago at this point, and I need to do a little bit of maintenance on it. So I have got my little cotton swab here. I've got my isopropyl 70% alcohol here. I'm going to spritz this cotton swab well, and I want to clean my Fisker clips, my little cutters, because I've got to do some cutting on this vine. So as I shared with you on my last update for this particular plant, I had forgot to water it, and it was showing terrible signs of dehydration. And so I think at this point I overwatered it, trying to compensate for the lack of moisture when I failed to water it. So I will bring it around so you can see it a little bit better. And I'll lift it up. So if you take a look down here, can you see the discoloration? Here it's green, and over here it's turning black and rotting. And same thing right here. You can see this is all rot. And then right there, it transitions from the rot into a nice green vine. So I'm going to remove, same here, although this is just a dead leaf, it's not a vine. So I'm going to remove this from this main mother plant pot here. I'm going to cut it at the base and move it back. I'm going to cut it right down here at the base. Down here at the base. Hope you can see what I'm trying to do here. Snip it. And I'll bring this up so you can see it even better. So I had not watered this poor plant for at least a week, nearly 2 weeks. When I found it, I believe I overcompensated and watered it too much. As you can see, all this down here is rot. And as we come up the plant, this leaf, even though it has color out here, come to the base, it has rotted as well. So that's coming off. Put that in the trash. I'm going to clip this with my clean and sanitized that I just cleaned with you clippers. I'm going to come all the way up to where that node, see this node? I come just below it. And I'm going to snip. Now there's the node. Everything above the node looks like it's still healthy and able to grow. I will remove this leaf because I'm going to put this into water to get some root growth before I put it in soil. So I'm going to remove this. And here's the little stem with the little root right there at the node. That would be a root if it was growing in the wild on trees or in the ground in the jungle. And this is where I just cut that leaf off. And what I will do with this, it has a healthy leaf here, it has a healthy leaf here, and it has a healthy new leaf starting here. I'm going to put this in this nice clean container, and then I will add water. But I don't want to add the water until I have let this callus over a bit where I made the cuts dry. I want it to dry up or callus over so that I don't lead to rot in my water. So I want that to callus, harden, dry, whatever term you'd like to use, before I actually put that in water. So I'm going to set this here on the table. Then we're going to look at this other one here. This other beautiful, or it was beautiful. You can also see on it, up here we got the green growth. Down here, somehow I overwatered and it has rotted out this portion. So I'm going to come as far down as I can at the base. Snip it. I can't quite get it because I'm holding it and I can't really. Let me set it down. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I come in and kind of go into the dirt just a little bit, the soil, snip. There we go. So that has now been removed. So you can see how discolored that is. There's no life, anything. And if we come down the vine, you can see right here where it's still a little bit more plump, but it's discolored. And with this one, I'm going to come all the way up to the second node here versus this one because I have a little bit more vine to work with, and because this rotted, discolored plant material is so close to this node, I don't want to take a chance. So let me hold this up and I will clip this just below this node. So here's the bad part for my overwatering to try to compensate for not watering enough. This goes in the trash. And I will remove this leaf because it's so close to the node that when I put this into the water, this leaf will probably end up rotting anyway. So we're going to remove that. Hopefully you can see. I'll remove that. And so now that will give me at least 1, 2 really nice looking nodes. Yeah. And this leaf is looking pretty sad. I'm going to remove it. You can see how yellow the stem is in comparison to the main stem vine. Go ahead and take that one off as well. Right there. And now I will let those dry. I'll let this dry. I will let where that cut down here dry off, and where I remove that leaf before I add water to the little new growing vessel. I'm going to put it in until it has nice healthy roots on it. And so because those had started to rot so bad, these leaves, they're still looking fairly good, but they are showing signs of dehydration. And that's because down at the base, the part that we cut off, it was not bringing anything up because it had rotted. It was not providing what the plant needed. And so the stem, the vine, it's looking a bit shriveled, dry. And these leaves don't look as full and lush as they should either because of that. So that gives me 2 little starts. This one that I cut off first, and this one that I've just cut off with all of you. Now I'll lay those both down again so those can continue to dry. Now this part of the plant, it did not and is not showing the same signs of rot down at its base as those two did. I'm trying to move stuff around so you can see the base a little better. So this one still looks pretty healthy. So I'm not going to bother taking this one out of this growing container and the soil it's currently growing in. I'll continue to let this one grow in here. I'll monitor it, and if I start to see signs of rot or that it's deteriorating in any way, I will probably do the same thing that I just did with the other two. So as an example, the one that I just cut off right here that has to harden, if we look at this leaf or this leaf, you can see there's still some color in it, but the leaf, I'm hoping that's coming through for you. It's kind of starting to look a bit dry. Whereas if you look at this one and compare them, this one does not look shriveled at all. This one is beginning to have kind of a shriveled look to it. I'm hoping that's coming up for you in the camera. Starting to show signs, distress signs of lack of moisture, lack of water, lack of nutrients. I'll lay that one back down. This one, the leaves look full. The leaves look hydrated. They don't have that same look as the ones that I just removed. These look fuller, healthier, hydrated, versus these that are looking a little bit sad. Not quite as hydrated. The leaf, the beauty of the leaf is still there, because this Manjula is a beautiful pothos. So the beauty of the leaf is still there, but they are showing kind of this wrinkly bit here that's coming through. They're starting to show these signs of lack of dehydration, whereas these ones look nice and full, firm throughout the leaf structure. So I wanted to provide this update. I do have a Pothos Manjula playlist. I'm sorry, I couldn't think of the word. So I will put these two into this little container, and I'll add water to it when I feel like they've dried enough. Probably about an hour. I don't want to wait too long. And I will let these grow roots, and I will take you along for that as we do that, as it's transitioning. But hopefully, maybe overnight, maybe tomorrow morning, these leaves will start to look plump again, closer to how these leaves are looking now. And I'm hoping that I will have good results. And I will definitely share that on the playlist as I continue to care for this Manjula. And I just felt really bad because first I made the error that I already shared with all of you on another video that's in that playlist, that I did not water it. I realized I hadn't watered it. And so then I believe I overcompensated and watered too much. And that is what caused some of the rot. And for some of this damage here that you're seeing, I shared with you, it's just really sad. It's not the plant's fault, completely the caregiver's fault. So, yeah, I just wanted to share this update. Feel free to take a look at the playlist if you are growing pothos and have any tips, tricks, or hints, tricks that you'd like to share, please do. If you have any comments, feel free to share those below as well. And I hope you all have an amazing day. And I'll go ahead and I'll end this video. And I appreciate you stopping by for a visit. Hope you enjoyed the content, and have an amazing rest of your day or evening, depending on when you logged on and had the chance to view the video. Take care and visit again soon. Thank you.